Yeah, yeah. Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch, putt, and puff, it's our podcast scene. Talking Burton Bogies, hole in one dream. Golf cart cruising, we're the illest team. Pitch, putt, and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Got my clubs in the trunk, blunt in the front. Tee off in the noon, cause we don't bunt. Discuss in the course, weed strains for lunch. Straight shooters on the greens, not a front. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Smoking aces, laces tied tight. With a puff we fly, elevate the night. Golf ball soaring, higher than a kite. Fairway to heaven, shining real bright. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff.
Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of the Pitch, Putt, and Puff podcast. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Before we get rolling, though, I got to give a shout out to a few sponsors. Starting off with our guy Marty over at Trouble Off the Tee. Make sure you guys check out TroubleOffTheTee.com. Use promo code PUFF20. PUFF20 will save you 20% at checkout. While you're over there, take a look at his audio book, available on Spotify and Audible. But Marty just dropped a dope line of hats. He's got the Never Lay Up. I'll go alone. Without Scratch Golfer and Camel Chaser. There's new lines, as the newest drop is Golf of America. Of America. So go check out Marty. TroubleOffTheTee.com. Use promo code PUFF20. Then go check our crew over at Back Nine Botanicals. Back Nine Botanicals doing big things in the CBD game. I forgot I had these golf balls. I got to put them in my bag. Back9botanicals.com. Use promo code TPUFF10 to save you 10% at checkout. They're taking over the CBD game right now in the golf world with your Tee Time Sunrise, your Birdie Boost, your Moonlight Mulligan, everything you're looking for. Go check out Back Nine Botanicals. Also, we got Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. They got the 2 milligram mints. Go check them out. They got the power, the flow, and the rebound. Nice little low dosage, keeps you nice mellow buzz throughout the day. Go check them out. Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. And our newest sponsor, we got Mulligan Wear, fellow New Yorker here. Mulligan Wear joining us here on the Pitch, Putt, and Puff as a partner. Go check him out. MulliganWear.com. Use promo code PUFF10. PUFF10 will save you 10% at checkout. He's got a new line of polos and hats coming out real soon. The hoodie he hooked me up with is awesome. I wore it the other day at the range. Had a nice, no swing resistance, anything like that, because it's still freezing cold up here in upstate New York, as most of you people know. So go check out mulliganwear.com. Use promo code PUFF10. Joining me tonight, got the Upstate Golf Guy crew. We got host Anthony and Florida Mike. What's up, boys?
What's up, dude?
What's going on, Raj? Yo, that intro
What's up, man?
That intro is fire. I love that intro.
It is.
I really do.
Is it bad that I know that song?
No, man, it's great that you know the song. I seen you actually rapping to it, so I was like, oh shit, Florida Mike's knows the whole shit.
Dude, you should see me on the Vicar, bro. With jamming to the podcast. People looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm driving by, just rapping, looking at them, you know?
I love
awesome.
Jamming to that shit in the car too. Turn that shit up. I blast it. It's awesome. It's a good intro.
I pull up to the course with it pumping when Sundays for the PPP, man. But Ant, real quick before we get into it, man, I wasn't there this weekend. Why don't you give us a little bit of update of any highlights, lowlights, what happened?
They sure can, man. Yeah, just 8 of us got out. I went out with Mikey, Kirk, and my man Hank. One of my it's Hank. I can't do it like you. I try to, but I just can't do it.
You got to really carry that A. You got
Hank. How's that? Better? Okay.
Hank.
But listen, I always say this. I don't give a shit how I shoot when I go to a pitch puff on a Sunday. I do. I want to win that money, but it's the company, bro. It's always great company with those guys. It's a carefree round that you do want to keep score because there is a little bit of money on the line, and you do want to shoot well and have that bragging rights, but we're all chilling, bro. We're all having a good time on the Pitch Pump Puff. I absolutely love it. But for updates, I mean, I lost. I didn't win no money. That's the update there.
Well, looks like you had a birdie on 18. I see here on the scorecard.
So that was you want to know, that was actually a pretty birdie. That was a Texas wedge off of the front. I came off. I hit the sand trap on the drive. The center. It was a great drive, and I hit the sand trap. So Florida Mike, they put their new sand traps, I believe, right? The ones in the middle.
Yep.
So they put sand traps. So it was a short par 4 to close out the 18th hole at Freer Park. And in the remodel, one of the things they did was put a sneaky old fairway trap that you can hit on a good drive. That's it. Like if you hit it, you hit it. You want to try to miss that fair. So I rolled up into
What's
that
the carry?
Probably 250 to the trap, right?
Yeah, 240 to the trap, probably.
Yeah, 240
Over the trap, it's probably 250.
Yep.
You
can't go over. You can't go over it's over the trap on a carry is a bomb. You want to go right or left of the trap.
It's probably 265 to carry it. It's 270 to carry it.
It's a bomb.
I got that.
It's 310 yards to the pin.
I'm driving that bad boy. I can't wait to play with you boys. I can't wait.
You fucker. But anyways, I was in that trap, and I tried, I think I just hit a 9-iron or a wedge out of there because you're about 60 away from there. Interesting shot out of it's an interesting shot out of the trap, but I came up a little short, and I'll tell you what,
that's a tough yardage for a fairway bunker.
Yeah, it is.
So the what do you call his the bent grass around the greens or whatever? It's beautiful, dude. You wait till you play for it. It's really nice for Muni course. But my ball was just before. It wasn't really the fringe, but it was on the shorter of the fairway, like the bent. I call it the bent grass around the greens. So I'm just gonna Texas wedge this bitch. Everything's uphill, and the pin was red flag. Everything was at the front, but it was still a good. It was a good 10 feet of the bent grass, and then it hit the green.
Wow, that's a risky putt.
Yeah, and then it released, and actually, Mike, so I hit it, and then it just released, and it had some speed on it, and Mikey did one of these, and it hit the pin, dead middle of the pin, and just dropped.
Nice.
That got you a skin. So you split skins. So what did you get?
Jay.
20, 30?
Yeah, it was Jay got 2 and I got 1.
Bub
got 2. I got 1. I'm sorry.
Yep. Bub had a hot first 9 holes, shot a 37 on the front.
Nice.
Followed up with a 45 to give himself an 82. Bub's his putter kills him, man. His putter kills him. He switched back to his old putter, went away from the Callaway. Or from the Lombardi. I'm like, bro, stick with it, man. You're putting better with it. So he's a mental case with his putter. Fairway did his thing with a 96, 47, 47. 47, 49. Scrounge 47, 46. I expect better from Scrounge, man. I expect better from Scrounge.
I think I'm going to be honest with you. I think he starts to drink.
Yep.
He likes putting him back on a Sunday.
He has fun. He has fun on
Sunday. He has too much fun. And because he doesn't do that at tournament play when he comes at the golf week. And he shoots like a different guy with the golf week tour when he plays straight and arrow. But when he goes to pitch and puff, he gets fucked up. And,
most of us do, bro.
Yeah, I know. He's like, I'm going here on a Sunday to get fucked up. It's on his mind to get fucked up. And we know he's a way better golfer than that.
This is the one score that really shocks me is this 94 by Parisi. He shot a 51 on the front. That's shocking. He's one of our top guys. So he started off the first hole with a 7. He went double, bogey, or no, he went triple, bogey, triple to start his day. He had three 7s on the front. 3 7s on the card is never going to be a positive direction. So he's not playing. He's got a newborn, or like a 1-year-old. So he's not playing as much as he has in the past couple of years, man. And it's starting to show on Sundays for sure. So
that'll do it.
These rankings, man, I'm moving them down to the 3 spot. We might be dropping a little bit further coming up next time we do these rankings. Next time, let's see what happens.
What'd you have? You had Anthony at what? 6?
5 or 6, yeah.
Last week.
Yeah. Most of the shit with Ant is just appearances. Like he's just got to get that's why Mikey was at the end because he didn't even play with us yet.
Last Met Sox.
Yeah, he's got to
Yeah.
wear those Met socks, pull him up to his knees, and he's good to
Yeah,
go.
appearance is everything. Appearance is everything.
That's it, baby. Yeah, I'll get him in this year. I promise you. With that pass over there, I will get them in on the pitch pump puff. I already have them scheduled. I'm basically Florida Mike. My plan is to do basically every major, the 2 days, and like maybe one other event a month. So like I'll be golfing mostly with a pitch pump puff on Sundays, but I'm gonna get my rounds in. I can't afford every round on that schedule, dude. It is what it is. I just can't. I know
It's
I can't
crazy
afford it.
to expect people to
Yeah.
do that, bro. Like $200 a weekend for like, or even every other for a tournament, man.
It's expensive, but if we
That's
like,
That's why I hustle, man. That's why I work so much, dude.
Mike works. How many hours a week you work, kid? You said it.
A
About 60.
lot.
I know.
a lot.
And we
But
love
that's
to-
also like I look at it too. Like, I mean, Freer Park's a beautiful
It's
course.
worth it.
It's like I get the membership and stuff, and like I know some people don't like playing the same course. I get that portion of it too, but like I use it because I can play all the time. I can play 5-6 days a week if I can. So I take full advantage of it.
See, I'm the guy that likes to play multiple different courses.
Yep.
You know, like that was like one of the main, like especially competing. You know, I was like, if I'm going to do this, you know, I want to see courses that I'm not allowed to see on a regular day, right?
Yeah.
So like we have quite a few private courses that we play that are nice. So that's like a huge advantage, obviously, in South Carolina. But I miss playing with the boys. Like when I get to, far and few between, but it's a great time. I love it. Like get yourself away from the competition side, but. Too bad the major landed on the weekend that I'm going up there.
Really?
Yeah, then we could have played the tournament or whatever thing you do. Meet the
Oh yeah, that would have been
DP
sick.
boys.
Get you guys. I'm gonna try, Mike, to get something set up for that Friday. I'll definitely get Fairway Mike. Hank will be out there. So if we can get 2 groups, man, I think we can make a pitch puff event out of that.
Yeah, you gotta get the helium guys out.
I could probably get Evan out there on a Friday. Hell yeah,
That'd be nice.
I could probably do that, man. If I let them know enough in advance.
Yeah, because I actually talk to them still. So like, when I ask them questions, I share their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So like, I always tell them like, yo, whenever you're in Florida, come and see me. You know,
man. They're the homies, as you can see. I got the Cowboy Row up there.
Oh yeah.
I got a couple missing cases. I got a whole. I sent a picture to Evan the other day. I was like, bro, I got all the pre-rolls too, man. Like,
yeah, because they're good thick too. I see the videos, right?
Oh yeah.
So Raj, no, I just had it in my mind. Before we get off the PPP talk, I want to know, was I second in line behind Bob? I'm just curious because I didn't know how everybody shot. I wanted to ask before I forgot.
Let me just look at Bob. Let me look at the other.
I think I was second. I think I was second behind Bob. I believe, dude.
Yeah, and real quick, while we're talking about helium, though, I got to give those guys a shout out. They just started a new podcast.
Oh yeah.
The Slow Burn. I was their first guest. Honored to be their first guest. I was on last week. They're going to be dropping the episode soon, so make sure you guys go give that a listen. They just started an Instagram page, so go give them a follow as well, man. Shout out
what's it called? I'll go right now.
The Slow Burn.
Slow Burn.
Yep. It's Evan from Helium Collective and my man Jason, the Lonely Stoner. He's,
YouTube.
I believe he's doing YouTube, and he's going to have I think he's putting it up everywhere. I was kind of giving him the way to
just
do it.
Just got my follow on Instagram live here on the podcast.
Oh yeah, man, super dope. It's fun to be a guest, man. It's fun to be on the other side of things. You know, when you can kind of just kick back and no responsibilities to shit as you guys are doing now. So let's get into it, man. Let's you were the second lowest score behind
I'm not trying to brag or not, but maybe I should get that spot above B-Rad, you know, Mr. Scrounge. You know, what do you think?
Listen, man, I wasn't there, so you would have been in that third spot.
I know. Okay.
Yeah, but let's get into it. I wanted to do something a little bit different tonight. Figure I have you guys on. You guys know your golf shit. You play a lot of courses, got a lot of experience, and you participate in the pitch putt and puff style of golf. So
only way.
Best of. This is going to be a best of episode. We'll start off with what's the best golf snacks. You're on course, go to munchies. Like when you're baked on the course, what is your go-to snack?
I got you. Snickers bar for sure is like my favorite. Give me 2 of them. I'm good with a nice Snickers bar. You got your protein in there with some peanuts, some sugar, some
No
chocolate.
Diddy.
But yo, I don't know, something about a Snickers bar on a golf course. When that snack girl comes around, I'm like, you got some Snickers on there? Yeah, I got candy. Give me 2 of them. I'll take a couple.
Looking
That's
like a
me.
snack, selling some snacks.
That's me,
Yeah.
bro. How about you, Mikey?
Now can I bring stuff or does it have to be off the cart?
Nope. You can bring something too. Like what's your?
All right.
It's something like it's your go-to. Like you guys, and for example, like before a tournament, what's your like?
I bring a so you guys know me how I am with like health and stuff, like the way so I have the core water and I use vitamin. It's called vitamin powder. Yeah, the best stuff. So it's called vitamin powder. You can get it on like Amazon or whatever. This is not a sponsor. Last year
We'll take it.
I almost went to the hospital for heat exhaustion, playing in a tournament, and I came across this guy, a holistic guy, and he told me about this stuff. He's like, dude, it's super cheap for the amount of stuff you get. It's like 100 servings. I'm like, all right, well, I'll try anything. You know, it's got like 98 vitamins and minerals out of 103, and it's been a year and I haven't stopped drinking it. Dude, I don't get cramps anymore. I don't get tired, you know, especially when it's 120.
Shit.
It's like $30 a bag or something like that. It's got 100 servings. It's literally one scoop per bottle.
I should have taken some rally sticks, man. I had a guest on rally sticks. It's kind of something similar to that, where it's got like the hydrations type shit in there. It's all natural and all that. Like,
so, and you really got to be careful with that stuff too. Like, I don't ever recommend people drink Gatorade while they're on the course. It's a lot different than it used to be. Like when we were kids, it was a lot different than it used to be. Not getting into that.
There's a whole conspiracy on that one, but we won't get into it.
Yeah. I'm not getting into it. But,
Conspiracy Chaos right after this podcast is done. Aaron, give us 10 minutes after this podcast closes out, and you go right over to Conspiracy Chaos, and you can hear all about it.
That's it. And then my favorite go-to meal, like food, is a peanut butter, banana, and honey sandwich.
Okay.
Garden-grown banana, local honey, homemade bread. Send it, and it's perfect. Like I'll eat and then in the morning I'll eat a banana.
Yeah,
I don't really go granolas and stuff like that. I find myself not eating them. You know, when I get back from a tournament, they're still in my bag. I'll do fresh fruit in the morning. You know, if I got fresh pineapple, I'll do a baggie of that and eat it while I'm warming up. But peanut butter, banana, honey sandwich. I'm telling you right now, it is delicious. And it fills you up. You get all your protein. You get your natural sugar from the honey, so you don't get tired.
Yeah, hell yeah! I'm gonna actually try that, man.
Sounds good.
Dude, it's fantastic.
Or Mike, you said you grow your own bananas?
Yeah, got about.
Hey, how cool is that?
12 of them.
You fucking
all natural shit, man.
I got 6 regular bananas. And then, man, and if you saw what real bananas look like, you would probably stop eating them at the store. But anyway,
no doubt you would.
Can I tell you guys a funny story?
And then I have vanilla ice cream bananas.
What are they? What do they taste
like? I mean,
tell me about.
To me, they don't really. Oh, they don't want me to talk about it. To me, they don't really taste like vanilla ice cream, but they definitely like. It's almost like drinking coconut or eating a coconut. Like when you eat it and then your mouth waters.
Like
and you just feel like
grapes, like how they got that little bit of flavor in it, kind of thing. Like you taste it in one bite and then you don't taste it again.
So Florida Mike, I got to tell you just real quick, some of the best fruit I had was down in Jamaica. There was 2 things that were really cool. There was the sea grapes, which they were grown right on trees down by the water, and they had seeds in them, but they were really juicy, dude. But this one was really funny. The mango there, everything is awesome in Jamaica. But this was really funny.
All fresh, man. It's all natural, no chemicals, bro. That's why.
Wait, just listen. I became friends with. We went out on snorkeling excursions, which was right connected to our place we stayed. So it was the same guy that was going out there, the same captain or whatever, Jamaican dude. I ended up actually being my weed hookup by the 4th day because I ran out. But anyways, we loved it so much. That's all we did as on our excursions. I'm like, this is so fun. Let's just do snorkeling. The water was so cool. So the one dude, he literally had, Florida Mike, you might have seen this down there. He had a green orange, and he was peeling the shit. It was green. I'm like, what the fuck is that thing? He's like, it's an orange, man. I'm like, that fucking thing don't look orange to me. I said to him,
Yeah, I've never seen one of those.
dude, you can look it up though. There's legitimately.
I bet
such
you it was
thing as-
delicious.
Their culture. So I went down there for spring
green
break in
orange.
04.
Was it good? Did you have some of it?
I didn't.
never-
No, the green orange. No, he was like, it was his lunch. He was peeling it and eating it. He was like,
I've been like, let me get try some of that.
Their Caribbean
I
food
wish I
though is
did.
so good.
The mango down there, dude. Like literally, like the shit grows right on the resorts and the trees. Like mango trees were on the resorts.
Mhm.
Like I feel like they grow all their shit on these resorts.
Bro, we were
It's pretty
walking.
incredible.
The only time we crossed the street was to go get jerk chicken from the lady across the street, like literally chopping the chicken's fucking head off and throwing it on the grill type shit.
So you wanna hear
It's
a good-
delicious, bro.
So
It's
Raj,
fantastic.
you want to hear a good weed story for the Pitch Putt Puff over down there?
Sure,
my
man.
wife
I got a
asked
good one from Jamaica too.
asked my wife. My wife wanted to fucking kill me, dude.
Not surprised.
Shocker.
My first
Whoa.
first weed hookup. So,
Oh
so
no,
we-
breaking
we-
news.
We went to Jamaica on our honeymoon for the sole reason that my wife and I are both potheads. So we're like, we need to find a place that we know we could get high, right?
Yeah.
So we picked
And the
Jamaica.
weed's not even great,
No,
man.
no, it's well. Listen, so my
shit
butt,
weed.
it'll fuck you up, dude. It's just weird. Was your shit all crumpled up, still on the stem? Fucking.
It looks
it's
like it looks like a rose stem with just buds coming off.
They,
it.
they Florida Mike, they literally cut the stem and then just fold it all up. So, anyways, that's not part of the story though. So it was funny. Florida. So Raj, my buddy Austin goes. I was asking like, where can we go for a honeymoon where we could smoke and get weed? That's fun. He's like, bro. He's like, Helen Keller could find weed in Jamaica. He's like, go to Jamaica. That's what he said. I'm like,
Yep.
Okay, if Helen Keller could find weed, deaf and blind, fucking give it to me. So, anyways, first guy was safe. First guy was our cab driver. They had these little buses. Okay,
Yeah.
we get on the bus to go from the airport. It was our airport driver to the resort.
Yeah.
So-
Short bro.
So the first thing, so Andrea was still smoking cigarettes at the time. She needed a lighter, so she goes, "Let me get. Can I borrow a lighter?" He goes, "Oh, we don't use lighters for American cigarettes, man." Light bulb went off. I'm like, "Tell me where it is." Guy
Yep.
goes, "He's the guy to talk to." So our driver, literally in his steering wheel was his glove box. He hands me 2 different kinds that was all wrapped in foil. I couldn't even look at it. So I was able to put my nose up to it. So I picked one. It was like $50 felt like a great amount. By the
Okay.
time I picked all the shit off, bro, and everything off the fucking stems and ended up breaking it off in the seeds, so I probably had like a fucking maybe 7 grams, if that. And Raj, for us, what the fuck is that, dude?
Right.
On
Right.
vacation.
Right. On
That's going in,
vacation,
like-
that's the
That's
day.
gone in like 2 days. So now I find my second
Yeah,
hookup.
with that.
Wait, dude. So now my second hookup, bro, is the boat guy I was just telling you about.
Yeah.
He hooked me up. So we were going on the boats. I talked to him. I was like, yo, I'm getting really low. I was like, you think you could hook me up with something? He's like, yeah, man, I got you, man. So I went over to the boat the next day. He gave me a little bit, but it was like 20. I brought him $20, which is like $1 million to them. And he gave me a good amount. But again, dude, it was like maybe 6 dubs worth, if that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, this
You
is the
fucked
story.
up. You
This
fucked
is
up
the-
from the jump.
No, whoa. This is where the wife wanted to fucking murder me, bro. Because you talked about leaving the resort. Never left the resort until like it was
Never
an
leave the
excursion.
resort.
Never leave the resort, bro. So wait. This was bad, dude. So I run out of weed. We have like a day left, bro. We have like a day and a half left.
Bro, you can
My-
go to the front desk in Jamaica and ask them for
Like,
weed. bro.
literally at this point you can. But I go. We had our lifeguard. He's like, yeah, man, if you need anything, I got you, man. So I'm messaging him. He's like, yeah. He's like, but you have to meet me outside the resort. I'm like, oh fuck,
You're done.
dude. So no, we legitimately. So I went and I walked, dude. Soon as I walked, one guy walks up with one arm, fucking asking us for money. Fucking dude, another
Machete chopped off.
another
he
guy
stole.
comes running over to us. Literally, like me and my wife are like. So then the lifeguard finally comes up with his buddy. He's like, yo, man, no, man, on me. So he ended up hooking me up. I grabbed it, went in, but my wife was literally like, she's like, we almost just got murdered by a
Yep.
man with one arm off
For
of
a
the
bag of
resort for a bag for like a 10 because I only wanted a tiny bit left, dude. That's it. We had one day left. I wasn't gonna go
The
home.
20
with any.
bag.
Dude, it was like, because I'm like a fucking crackhead that needs that weed, dude. Like for one more day, bro. It was bad. So it was fun, though. Jamaica's great. But you can, though. You're right. You could get it from the fucking front desk now.
Bro, I went in 2004. There was 10 of us. I remember our thing was like, I think it was, everybody threw up $40. It was $40 a guy, all 10 of us. And I went and I was like, I'll get us as much as we can. And it just happened to be me and my buddy Joe sitting there. And this guy comes up, there was the bus driver who brought you from the airport to the resort. And then there was the guy on the bus with the bus driver. There was like the wingman. He was the communicator. He was the one who set everything up. Yo, so there's a line. Listen to this. There's a line of 6 buses, right? We're all going from the resorts, all spring break, college kids. There's people from Tennessee, Yukon, fucking everywhere, all over the East Coast, right? And we get there, and all of a sudden, bro, our bus goes. I talked to this guy. I'm like, yo, I got $400. What can we get for 400? Like, we're going to be here for the week. We want to be prepared. We're either getting robbed, arrested, or whatever right now, right? So he goes,
sketchy,
okay,
dude.
man. Okay, my friend. So he brings us over. All of a sudden, all the buses are going. Our bus takes a detour to the left. It was like, literally, there's 10 of us. So we feel somewhat like we're going to put up somewhat of a fight if it goes down, but we're probably fucked, right? So we're like, oh, shit. They pull up to this shed on the side of the road. We're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, bro, it's like a roundabout, but it just had a shed in the middle. So he pulled up in the front. The wingman hopped out. They rode around. The wingman hopped in. We got right back in line with the rest of the buses. We were just the last one. Bro, he comes back to my seat, hands me the bag. Boom, I hand him the cash. There was like probably a pound of weed in there, bro, for 400.
But you had to break through it, right? Because a lot of it was all on stems. It was
all on stems, dude.
Seeds, a lot of seeds.
It wasn't too bad with the seeds, man. But like I said, there was 10 of us. So the other thing was like we all split like boxes of Dutch Masters because we all smoked Dutch Masters at the time. So like everybody went in halves on a box. So we had 5 boxes of Dutch Masters. So I think it's like what, 25 to a box. So we were like to the point we had so much fucking weed.
Yeah, Jamaica is
so many blunts.
Fun.
Bro, we were rolling them.
Remember brickweed back in the day?
That's kind of what this was.
Basically the
That's
same.
kind of what this was. So we were rolling them like 3 long and 2 wide blunts, bro. To where you had to have someone hold it for you. I swear to God, there's these girls at the end of their trip. They went to Yukon. They came up to us. They're like, guys, can we get a group photo? We're like, what? She's like, we've never seen someone smoke as much pot as you guys. Like, this is crazy. They were taking pictures of us smoking like the fucking can. Like,
That's
it was
great.
When I was rolling it, like I had to have someone help me because I couldn't like roll it and keep the one part closed at the same time. It was
That's
I mean, we were 18, 20 years old, whatever the fuck I was, man. It was so much fun.
The only reason why you're doing that is because you couldn't bring the 6-foot bong with you. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why we all bought Dutches, and then the like second to last day, we found like an Americanized convenience store where they had all like Lay's potato chips and like Kit Kats and peanut butter cups. Bro, we cleaned this fucking thing out. We were so munched out, bro. We literally bought everything. They might have retired by the time we left off of fucking candy bars. Legit.
Dude, listen, it's a funny story though, real quick. Look, we had just gotten the one thing from the bus driver weed, and Andrea thought we were literally going to jail because I was breaking it up, and we had gotten a knock on the door, and she thought it was like, oh shit, it's the police, put it away, and fucking smelled like weed, but it was just them just checking in, like if our room was okay, just being like, you know, normal. Like they're very, very.
They want you to smoke in the room.
No, they want. No, but I'm saying they were just there, just like they're very. They want tips, so they come and make sure everything's okay. How are you doing? This and that. But it's just so funny. It went from when we first got there, Andrea thought we were literally going to a Jamaican jail to literally by the end of that night, like we were talking to the security guard outside, smoking a doob. Literally, like they loved us. They were taking pictures.
That's how it is,
wife,
man.
literally,
it's so cool.
It's part of their culture. And so you couldn't smoke. You had to smoke wherever it was smoking sections. That was it. You couldn't because they had no smoking sections. That was it. Like,
well, let's bring this smoking section back to the golf course real quick.
Let's go.
What would be the best hole? What's your best hole to spark up on when you're out for a round?
Go ahead, Florida Mike.
Well, when I'm playing with the boys, I smoke on the way there. I have a pen usually with me all the time on the golf course. Um, I'll smoke a pen on the way there. We'll get there. We'll warm up. We'll smoke a J. It'll be me and two other guys, big fat ones, you know. And then it's every 6 holes.
Okay.
But
It's
if
funny,
I'm
I
in
do
a
the same thing. I do the same thing.
and if I'm in a tournament, then it's no joints. It's just the pen, and I'll smoke it on the way there. Just before I start, I'll hit it a couple times, just light ones, nothing crazy. And then every 3 holes,
Okay.
I'll take a small hit,
'Cause you're
just
trying
to
lock
keep
in.
me. Yep, just to keep me right at that level. So it's like
Yep.
dosage. That's I mean,
Yeah.
so
Man, I probably smoked 37 joints yesterday. Legitimately.
It depends on what group you're on with the pitch putt and puff, dude. It literally depends on who you're rolling with. Like, I'm gonna come with three ready to go. Always
I'll
got
tell you right
three
now,
ready
if I
to
get
go, and
blasted,
just
I'm shooting
prepare.
like 95, 96.
Yeah, bro. Like, we get cooked out there, man. That's the fun part. Like, that's the other
That's it.
challenging part.
That's what I'm with Florida Mike though. I'm only on the pen tournaments. That's it.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, you
ton of
got
flower every other time.
pitch putt puff, man. Dubs all day. First, listen, I spark. You know me. You know I like to spark it up before we tee off, man. When we're sitting there waiting in line, spark that shit up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
man.
and one might even get sparked a little early, depending on how the shot went on the previous hole, you know, or right then. Like I've many times I've seen it. Like, dude will hit a shank,
Yep.
and he'll come to me and be like, "Well, it looks like we're lighting this bitch early." You know,
That's
like,
Yeah,
like, no problem.
yeah.
I'm
I've been there.
so Freer Park. The second hole is a par 3, and it's usually held up right there. So that's kind of the second or third hole is where we usually
And the
fire it
fifth,
up.
of course, you got to.
And then someone will, either sparking the clip or firing up another one for the fifth and sixth hole, and then usually on 11th hole we're getting ready to do another one. It all depends on who you're with.
Another one or two,
The
three.
first time I met Anthony, I was high as fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Because I didn't care. I even asked Anthony because I had my pen. I was like, "You want to?" When I found out he smoked, we were kind of like filling each other out, asking questions. I started talking about conspiracies, like, "Whoa!" And then we started getting into the golf podcast thing. But I asked him, "You want to hit this thing?" He's like, "No, I'm good." I'm like, "All right, cool, man." Dude, I smoked that thing dry by 18. I was ready to go. I had a fun time though. But I was in a good place.
Yeah.
I was in a good place. I was going after everything. I was full swinging like I was on a
Nothing to
long drive
lose.
tournament. Nothing to lose, dude. I was going over
no fucks. You gave
zero.
no fucks.
Bro, I was trying to cut corners. I was trying to go over 200-foot tall trees.
The first, it was like the first. It was like literally no. It was the first hole, and he went up, and it was
the par 5.
It was for a par putt, or it was for. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was. He went up for a par putt, and he just kind of like did one of these to it. I'm like, what the? And he missed it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, bro. He's like, if it's not for a birdie, I don't give a fuck. He's like, literally, he goes like, I don't care. He goes, I'm going for birdies or nothing this round. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Then that was just like he was a carefree, I don't give a fuck round. It was fun. And I tell everybody about that trip to Nationals. I kind of had a shitty first 2 rounds because they were kind of just duds. The groups we played with very serious. A little, and it's
You're
fine.
gonna have the tough time this week doing that, bro. With your matchup in the Friday night league.
Why? Who's that? Who's that?
Oh, what's the headline?
I'll say the name off air. But
okay.
You're gonna have a tough time because the vibe
isn't good. Okay.
It's just it takes me off my game.
Yeah.
It's one dude in particular. Like, I just, for whatever reason, I don't vibe with on all types of levels. And it's just like when you get there and like riding the cart with him, like he's a super nice guy. Nothing personal, but we just don't vibe. You know what I'm saying?
When you have that is you walk it.
I should do
walk. Leave your clubs in the cart, right?
I even tried to get the extra cart from the dude at the clubhouse. The one that I was like, yo, I know you got enough carts for tonight because he's got like 4 leagues going on. He goes, I don't, bro. I'm like, fuck.
What you do is you drive, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to your ball, hit your yardage, drive him to his, grab your clubs, your putter and everything, go to your ball, hit and just walk the rest. Dude.
Start walking. I walked to this one. I
Yep,
walked
don't-
to this one.
Yeah,
It's
I do it
funny
all
you
the
say that
time, dude.
'cause
I walk so much.
I did do that quite a bit when I did that round. I like hit my iron, my second shot. I'd grab my wedge and my putter and off I
so
go.
you played him already, huh?
Yeah,
Ooh,
Are you-
I have a feeling I know that.
yeah.
Nice guy. Nice guy.
It's a tough round, man.
I'm gonna smoke his ass.
I hope so, man. I just
Is it stroke play? Is it match play? What is it?
it's
two.
holes.
It's
It's
two.
holes and overall. So whoever has the best score overall, and then whoever wins the most holes.
There's 2 different point systems, right? Basically.
Yeah, so you can get 4 points a match, 4 points per match, and then for your flight, if there's the fuck is it?
So it's like the Ryder Cup, like 1v1s.
Kind
Yep.
of. And then if
Yep.
you have the lowest score in your flight, you get an extra point. But you have to show up on Friday for that. Gives a little incentive. But what's your guys' best tradition before before or during a round of golf? You got a particular tradition you do before you get there, or before like every tee shot? Anything in particular you guys recognize yourself doing? You might do it and you don't even know it.
I'll tell you, my pre-tournament routine starts the night before, because I'm usually on the road in the mornings.
Yeah.
But I always clean my clubs, no matter what. Grips, grooves. I make sure I mark all my golf balls. I make sure I have enough towels.
Yo,
And-
Mike's a serious fucking golfer, bro. We're just out here. Mike's a serious golfer.
If it's around with the boys, I don't clean my clubs, only for
Right.
tournament. I always clean my wedges though, always. And then when I get to the golf course, I put the headphones in and I just listen to calm, soothing music. I listen to a lot of frequency, like vibration music,
Yeah.
just, get my body ready and dialed in. I seem to focus more that way. I'll take a little square piece of mushroom chocolate bar about an hour before the round, just to get me dialed. And that's it. I listen to music, and you just watch me. You'll see me on the side of like the putting green, not looking at anybody, staring at the trees and just jamming the music, man. Just getting ready, getting loose. I got to be loose going to hole 1.
Yeah, I mean, for a tournament, I'm kind of I like picking my outfit out the night before is huge for me. Picking out an outfit for a tournament just kind of gets me motivated and excited for the next day. You know what I mean? It gets. I even pick it out for like the PPP. I love just going in, especially since I've been getting, a lot of good gear from people like
Trouble off the tee.
Well, not Trouble Off the Tee hats, and then I got my High Society gear in there. I got my Legend shirt. I got a lot of shit to choose from.
You got
now,
your
man.
88 links.
There you go. There's the High Society hoodie. Nice.
Society.
I got this
Love
at the JP tournament. I won the
Nice, nice.
basket.
That's it. So that's always exciting to me, dude. Is like kind of like figuring out what I'm gonna wear. For
I
that
always
round
used to
of
do
golf.
that before games, bro. Since
Yep.
I was a kid, I laid out my football uniform,
Oh, yeah.
basketball uniform, like whatever.
Yeah.
I'd have down to the socks I was
Yep.
gonna wear, bro.
But I do not clean my clubs before every event, Florida Mike. I should. That is a good
I
idea.
play too
Kinda
much
'cause
to do that shit. I should give him a good clean.
my wife will kill me because my fucking bathtub will be a mess, and then I won't clean it up after. And she's like, Anthony, what the fuck you do? What you doing there?
In the bathtub. I didn't say
don't
take a bath with them.
No, I
We got
literally.
the
That's what,
bubbles going, the duck and everything.
got
Like,
Mr.
what the hell?
He's got a can of Mr. Bubbles in his.
No, that's how
wedge.
that's how I clean. That's how I clean the clubs. I run the bathtub and I put each club in and I get in. I just
You got a little
scrub it.
TV on the sink counter playing Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, but
I knew it.
Then
No,
his wife wants to kick the radio in that tub so bad.
I do them I just put a towel down and I just use the brush that it comes with. Do a little Dawn dish soap and
Yep.
lukewarm water.
That kills everything, man.
Rub them up, dude. Oh man, it works
Boom.
great on grips too.
Here's the last question. This is kind of a fun one. This might take us a minute, but we'll figure it out quick. So rank golfers, compare them to a strand. So, like for example, Tiger Woods.
Okay.
He's gonna be like he's the GOAT, right? So Tiger Woods is probably gonna be like, to me, he'd be like the Sour Diesel of golf.
Yeah,
All
Blue
right.
Dream or Sour Diesel.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give us five golfers, and we'll start off with Rory. What would your guys' strand be for Rory? In a
Ooh.
rankings strand, you know what I'm saying? This is kind of like a little interesting. This is what happens when I drive somewhere and my mind goes. I'm like, what can I do different on the podcast? This is what it comes up with.
I'm gonna go throw Rory with a little bit of just basic, just something basic and boring. Like that sucks. What's a basic,
like some regs, dude.
what's
like
a
a
basic
guy's out,
boring
you got
shit?
some regs.
He's not like some Reggie. I'll give him more than that because he's a very good golfer. But like probably on the lines of like
Beasters. Remember Beasters?
like a Beasters, yeah, dude. So like,
do you know what Beasters are? We call them Beasters from here in the Northeast. You don't remember Beasters?
they probably didn't make their way down
it was
there.
it was basically like what Hydro looked like when it first came out. You remember like the really like orangey, like tight
condensed nugs.
Yeah.
That's what we called Beasters. It was just a nickname for Beasters.
All right, so we'll give him like a
no taste to it. It was just like bland. You remember Beasters?
Yeah.
I mean, it got you high, but
let's give him just a kush. We'll just give him a little kush. He's a regular average kush. No special, no Afghan, no OG, no nothing. Right? He's just a bland strand of kush.
The stuff that'll get the job done, but it was your last pick kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. Where do you guys?
You never know. If you make the dealer mad, he might not show up.
Right. What about Bryson? Bryson's
Oh,
Jack Harrer.
Jack
My
Harrer.
favorite old
I
school.
like that.
Jack Harrer.
Yeah. I'm not mad about that. That's a good one.
Man, he's my favorite golfer. So, and my favorite lead was Blue Dream. So,
you know, Jack Harrer was like a scientist of some sort, right? And he was like a scientist in a name of or a grower, aka so Bryson
Golden Triangle,
yeah. So there you go. That's where I was thinking that. But go ahead,
DJ.
DJ. Oh boy,
Northern Lights. Used to be real good, but now it's poop.
It's falling off. I was just gonna say that.
I like it.
Yeah, bro. That's kind of like up here, Mike. For me, that's kind of like where our haze is right now. Like the haze used to be like right there with the sour.
Yeah.
And like the people who are saying they got some haze now, it's fucking doo-doo compared to what it used to be. Yeah. So I like that. You said a Northern Lights. I'm gonna say a haze. That's a good one. And then Scotty. Where do you guys put Scotty?
Scheffler?
Yeah.
He's got to be
he's relaxing. He's an indica. He's chill. He's really. I'm gonna go
Cowboy Lemonade.
Granddaddy Purple for Scotty Scheffler.
Granddaddy Purple.
I know that's an indica.
We might have jumped the gun, but okay. I like
heavy body strain, high. I think that would fit Scotty's.
Looks great on the outside, plays great when you smoke that shit, you know?
There you go, Granddaddy Perp. I love it. It's one of my favorite strains.
I would say Scotty's like that cowboy where it's got that. He's got just enough flavor to it where it gives you like that nice little buzz and keeps it going. It's consistent. It's the most consistent shit. And he's out there being consistent on the golf course. So
dude, mental lock, baby. Mental lock.
Yep.
Who else we got?
This is the last one. And this is why I said you might have jumped the gun with the Granddaddy Perp reference. My man Phil. Lefty.
Ooh.
I put the lefty on there in honor of Mikey. So
could have been. That's right. Ooh.
I'm going. It was one of this is the original. They've messed with it and it sucks, but the original Green Crack.
Okay.
Right, because like I've watched a lot of Phil on YouTube, and the dude just talks and talks and talks like he's on crack, dude.
Yeah, he's a nut job. He's
a nut job, but I love it. Like the way he talks, the way he plays head games and stuff, right? So Green Crack's like a pretty heady bud. So, and it's just, yeah, that would be mine. Just
Green Crack.
I
was gonna go OG Kush or Granddaddy Perp for
OG Kush is a good one.
Granddaddy Perp for Phil. That was in my head, and then you said Granddaddy Perp for Scotty.
I got
and I was
one.
like,
I got one because he's an old man. I got
yeah.
it.
Grandpa Stash.
No, we'll go Amnesia Haze.
Ooh,
Remember that one?
yeah,
The Amnesia Haze.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Dude,
man.
dude, I would all, man, and like Jack Nicholson, you'd have to make him like the White Widow, right?
He'd be Grandpa Stash, I think. We put him at Grandpa Stash, Arnold Palmer. Shit, man. There's so many good ones you could put him as Purple Haze, like the OGs, man. There's a lot of guys like Kepka. Kepka could be more of like a new strand that's out there. Something
Maui.
Yeah.
Tropical, happy, relaxed. No, that's not him.
Maui is like a one hitter. Like what is it? We call in like music industry when they throw out a
one-hit wonder.
Yeah, he's like he got those 4 majors real quick, and it was awesome. And then all of a sudden, he just fell off.
Yeah, Brooks is like a Pineapple Express, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect. Yeah, that was fun though, guys. I appreciate you guys jumping on doing that. A little something different. I figured I'd change it up here.
Dude, Rory, you remember Cheech and Chong?
Yeah.
The Labrador bunt?
Yeah.
Remember when they chased the dog around for a week?
Yeah.
That's his weed.
That's his shit.
That's his shit. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
But yeah, boys, appreciate you guys. Went a little longer than expected, but appreciate you guys jumping on with me. And let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, upstategolfguys.com. You can find everything over there, and on Instagram, Upstate Golf Guys Podcast. And thanks, Raj.
I'm hoping to have 3 tee times locked in this week, so it won't be an issue getting the 12 guys out there. I'll find out in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm already
I got the green light for all weekend, bro. So I'm in.
Yeah, pretty much should be good to go, man. I don't have any plans for the holiday, so I'm planning on being on the golf course. I gotta work, so
I was like, babe, I'll do everything, and let's do some nighttime because we're not going away. I said that we're gonna go to the movies one night, we're gonna go bowling one night. We're gonna grill at the house one night. I'm just go golfing in the morning, bro. Keep the wife happy. Happy wife, happy life.
That's it, buddy. Maybe we should link up the wives and just do something.
There you go.
Keep them both busy. Shit.
If I'm lucky and I'm off on Monday, hopefully I get my girl to come out with me and let me play around. She likes to drive and putt. She got her putter.
And then have her do some video for you.
Yeah, I still gotta find somebody for the tournament. I really want that filmed.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty dope. Get a kid, man. Just put it on like Marketplace or something. Some kid will find that shit.
You just have to be careful with a tournament like that.
How the other guys are going to feel.
Well, they kind of have to be professional too. Like you got to stay out of everybody else's way.
That's it.
They got lenses on those cameras that are going to look like he's standing next to them, but they're going to be 50 yards away.
It's just how, especially a regional, Mike, how people can be in the Golf Week tour. That they could be like, oh, I don't want that person there video and apologize.
Yeah, that's why you play.
That's all I'm saying. It's annoying.
Sundays, Freer Park, 9 a.m. If you want to get in, DM us. We'll try to get you a spot, but spots fill up quick.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody tuning in to another episode of the Pitch Putt Puff. Appreciate all our sponsors, Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. Use promo code PUFF for a special discount over there. Shout out to Marty at Trouble Off the Tee. Promo code PUFF20 to save yourself 20%. And, of course, Back Nine Botanicals. Bam. Back9botanicals.com. Promo code TPUFF10 for all your CBD needs. And our newest sponsor, Mulligan Wear. Go check them out, mulliganwear.com. Use promo code PUFF10 to save yourself 10% at checkout. We'll catch you next time on the Pitch Putt Puff. Peace.
Peace.
Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch, putt, and puff, it's our podcast scene. Talking Burton Bogies, hole in one dream. Golf cart cruising, we're the illest team. Pitch, putt, and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Got my clubs in the trunk, blunt in the front, tee off in the noon, cause we don't bunt.